Should we start?
Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum. Extremely nervous because, as you can see, beside me, the man, the legend, and our very respected, our very favorite, and the person we all adore for perfumery, Mr. Sultan Pasha, is beside me.
Assalamu alaikum.
সো পারফিউমোলজি চ্যানেল এবং আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে আই এম এক্সট্রিমলি লাকি অ্যান্ড স্টার্টিংয়েই আই ওয়ান্ট টু থ্যাঙ্ক আবেদিন ভাই যে শেকর নামের এই ব্র্যান্ডটা বাংলাদেশে লঞ্চ করেছে কয়েকদিন আগে প্রি লঞ্চ ছিল অ্যান্ড এখানের একটা পারফিউম ইজ ক্রিয়েটেড বাই সুলতান ভাই সো ভাইয়া আই এম এক্সট্রিমলি এক্সাইটেড যদি ফাম্বল হয় ভুল হয় প্লিজ বকা টকা দিয়ে না
Just edit it out. It's not a problem. Just edit it out. Make sure Alamin sees everything because he knows what I'm like, and Ashraq knows what I'm like. They will literally be like Nazis to you and tell you what to cut out. So it's fine.
সো ভাইয়া আমি খুব শর্টকাটে কিছু জিনিস আপনার কাছ থেকে জানতে চাবো
Yeah, no problem.
অ্যান্ড বেসিক্যালি উই অল নো অ্যাবাউট ইউ বাংলাদেশে যারা ওয়েল লাভার আছে যারা আসলে মানে এক্সক্লুসিভ টাইপের ওয়েলস এবং হচ্ছে যারা নিশ
জি
সো তারা আপনার সম্পর্কে সব কিছুই জানে হ্যাঁ বাট আমি যেটা জানতে চাচ্ছি আপনার কাছ থেকে সেটা হচ্ছে ফার্স্ট থিং বাংলাদেশে এতদিন পরে এসে কেমন লাগছে
Strange, but good and refreshing. Because I was telling Alamin Bhai and also Ashfaq Bhai that I'll be coming to Bangladesh nearly after 14 years. Has for me, I'm coming to Bangladesh this time around as a perfumer. When I came here 14 years ago, it was under different circumstances. So coming to Bangladesh for the circumstances of perfumery is refreshing. Perfumery has always, alhamdulillah, opened many doors for me, and it has shown me as much love as I show it. That's why I'm a firm believer in terms of when I create, I put all my soul into the work because it pays me back in dividends more so. So coming to Bangladesh with the scope as a perfumer, it's been a beautiful experience, mashallah. I've been able to, thanks to Alamin Bhai, thanks to Wasif Bhai here and Ashfaq Bhai, I've been able to experience things that I've never ever experienced in just in the last 48 hours. And which will definitely influence not only what I will create next for Shekor, but also for my own perfumes as well.
Right. Thank you. So I know that you've been to Puran Dhaka and tried many kind of foods out there, street foods to all the rich foods.
Yes.
So what was your favorite food there?
Definitely the biryani. The Kachi biryani is just. I mean, there was. Today, to be honest, it was the biryani I had yesterday and today the overall experience I had at Mr. Imran's,
Palace,
home, which was a huge honor to go to. The gentleman is a true treasure. I was saying to everyone, he has got every right to be. Extremely proud and pompous, but he was the total opposite. One of the most humble,
down to earth.
Most important thing is humble. Like he was just full of humility, and that was a eye-opening experience for me. And the food he presented us, it was just amazing. So all the spices that were used in, let's say, there was a direct correlation between what I had yesterday and today. But yesterday's one was, of course, for everybody else to have. You know, the general public and the general public's taste in Bangladesh is very spicy.
Yeah.
A lot of chili, a lot of capsaicin. Whilst what we had at Mr. Emran's place today was very refined, very delicate. But the correlation was the use of, you know, clarified butter, i.e. ghee, saffron, cardamom, nutmeg, basically all the finest spices. So for me, Old Dhaka was all about the smell of cloves and of course the biryani.
Absolutely.
You know, and also I went to the Hindu quarter as well, where there was a lot of incense. Of course, I mean, look, Puran Dhaka has got some intense smells, you know, but I'm going there as a poet. I'm going there as an artist, so I'm focusing on the beauty rather than what you consider as being, you know, dirty or nasty. But even as a artist, you can turn what others would consider dirty or disgusting to be something beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
But to me, Old Dhaka was not disgusting. It was intense. It was full of life.
Absolutely.
You know, it was full of life. It was Bengalis being Bengalis.
Absolutely.
You know, Bengalis at their true entrepreneurial best. You know, them carrying their stuff on their head from A to B. You know, it was just crazy. But it is what it is. Loved it.
Yeah. If I come back to the perfumery,
Yeah.
so I would like to ask you, when is the first time, at what age, you first thought of become a perfumer?
I never thought I'd be a perfumer, but you know, I always knew that I would do something, you know, related to science, chemistry or biology.
Okay.
But it was after, you know, after my degree to support my mother, you know, I went into banking. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Good luck to you.
So you know my
Yeah, good luck to him because I'm out there no more ever again. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so in terms of banking, that made me incredibly depressed because I was literally like this bottle inside, caged up inside this box, not able to do anything to, you know, to create. I wanted to create. But you know, there I was thinking, you know, what do I create? You're a chemist. What do I do? Do I create? Okay, I can do pharmaceuticals, but yeah, okay, but I need the qualifications for pharmaceuticals. Do I become, you know, create drugs? No, I don't want to create drugs. I don't. Hello, I'm a young father. Right, okay. So let me spray something. Oh, that feels good. Oh, wow, this is chemistry.
Yes.
Start experimenting. That's when I started experimenting, and I was like, oh, okay, this is very enjoyable. I was taking a lot of the essential oils, some of these mixtures, which were disgusting, to work, and I'll be counting other people's money, busy counting them, and go, every few seconds, you know,
That's
which will
what
give me
I
comfort.
do right now, actually.
And then, and whilst I'm counting people's money, getting more and more depressed, I'm going, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please take me out of this. Take me away from this. And then I became very ill one day, extremely ill. You know, I was on this terrible medication, you know, and I was this medication. Had to take it for no reason, unfortunately, because I was misdiagnosed. But after I stopped, it somehow I felt as though my sense of smell, because I wasn't able to smell properly things before, and then after I stopped the meds, it was just as if though I could smell everything a lot more clearer.
So Allah gave you
A way out.
the way out to sniff better.
Not only sniff, but a way out from that job, number
of
one,
course.
and replace me with something else.
Right.
A clarity,
Exactly.
you know. So yeah.
So, what was your first creation, and how you thought of getting the ingredients and the mixing? as you know, I go through some of your profiles, and I got to know that you don't went through any typical education for perfumeries. You learned it by yourself. So as per, even I took the help of Chat GPT. So I just want to know that how you started to create your first perfume. Get the
It was all about calibrating, learning. You know, I had a lot of free time, unfortunately, because no, well, fortunately,
Fortunately, of
yeah,
course, yeah.
fortunately, because of the illness and recovery, and during that time, you know, I said to myself, okay, you're interested in perfumery, fine. Um, I looked at perfumery from, I realized that my passion is smelling things. Okay, fine. I wanted to know what actual rose smelled like, not just the flower, but in terms of rose, the essences of rose. So we're talking about rose otto, rose absolute, and then I realized that there's different types of roses. There's damascena, there is centifolia, there's alba. Okay, I smelt each one of those in otto and also the absolute form, and then. After that, did the same thing with jasmine, did the same thing with vetiver, did the same thing with iris. Even though I couldn't afford iris that time, I think I only afford I think it was 8% iron germanica, which smelled awful, but it was fine. I only bought 5 grams of it, not even 5 grams, 1 gram, because it was so expensive for me at that time. Um, and Then I said to myself, right, okay, you now know what each one of those roses smell like. Now try to see what it takes to create the word rose, rose, or what it takes to create the word jasmine, jasmine. So I'm spelling like a little toddler right now, but you take yourself back to a toddler's level, i.e., you're studying. Right, okay, this is what it takes to create rose: phenylethyl alcohol, rose oxide, phenylethyl acetaldehyde, blah blah. Each one of those molecules, the damascones. What does each one of those damascones smell like? So you learn each one. I learnt what each one of those materials smelt like. Then I learnt, right, how these molecules interacted with each other, behaved with each other. So I made a lot of mistakes, and from those mistakes, I used the word inverted commas for the word mistake, because it's not actually a mistake, because I've learnt, I learnt, right, okay, right, fine. If I had too much rose oxide to civet, it's going to scream really, really loudly, make it very, very metallic. So stuff like that. It was just a lot of trial and error.
So after you created your first perfume, when you must give samples to your some people, and what was their reaction when you first show your creation?
The very first creation that I made, there was two. So first one was Incense Royale. But Incense Royale, I made it. I was happy, but I wasn't that happy. I wasn't that happy with it because it wasn't complex enough, and I wanted more complexity. So the second composition that I made was the most complicated, and the second composition that I made was Shadi. So that was made for to remember my wedding day, and that was that was an interesting process. And when I had created Shadi, I focused a lot more on balancing, and balancing, timing, everything. So and that, when I created Shadi, that opened my eyes. And after creating Shadi, and another reason why I created Shadi was because it was the first time that I found out about cypriol. Now, cypriol is a key material in Shadi. Cypriol mixed with sandalwood, because cypriol was used by my wife on her wedding day for the gaya halud, the haldi. Because I think in Bengali it's called shunda.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
in Bengali it's called shunda. So she was like, "Oh, I wore a lot of shunda and chandan." I was like, "What the hell is shunda?" Looked it up. I found out it's these funky roots, and then I started. Yeah, at that time there was no Google Lens or anything like that. At that time, I did did a lot of research to find out what these roots are and find out this is Nogomatha or cypriol. So a lot of trial and error, got the materials right, collected all the materials, and then in right proportions and made Shadi. When people smelt it, they were like, "You didn't make that." I was like, "Yes, I did." Yeah, they're like, "Bloody hell, how?" I'm like, "I don't know. I think, yeah, I just did it." They're like, "Do you know the formula?" I go, "Hell yes, I wrote it down." So you do know how to make them, yeah. So and from there, after I realized how to make Shadi, I made everything else, and it's in the same act of balancing and understanding what you're working with. Each material is very, very different, and
So,
yeah.
yeah, definitely, I can feel that perfume is so much special to you. So,
It's so special. I always carry it with me.
really,
The
so
very first bottle that I made.
after that, can I get the chance to
Yeah.
sniff it?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
আমার শাদি হয়ে গেছে, বাট এখন আবার একটু ট্রাই করি।
একবার শাদি করতো।
আবার শাদি করে।
No, he doesn't.
But this time I will go for a
Definitely going to edit
perfumerist.
this part. He's definitely going to edit this part for his wife's sake. Just imagine.
No, this time I will select the perfumerist.
Here you go.
Oh my god.
This
Oh,
Pratham
wow. Have you tried it?
Shadi.
haven't tried Shadi.
You haven't tried it. Maybe Pratham time.
This is so good. Oh my god. Definitely,
Roti. Spicy.
if someone from a banking background,
Haldi. I mean, I'll make haldi this year. Because I wanted the smell of haldi, chandan, kacha halud,
একদম এটাই, হ্যাঁ।
tuberose, because we had a lot, the garlands, the mala, all that. I wanted the
এখানে
smell
কি
of
গাঁদা ফুলের কিছু আছে?
gada full this is marigold. So
Marigold, right.
that's why. Do you want some? So I wanted something to literally smell like that day.
This is amazing. And of course, now I can understand a man from a banking background suddenly creates something like that. It's really hard to believe. So, yes,
Banking back.
rockstar move. Dar dona chahiye.
The thing is, the banking thing, it was unnatural. I was in
Absolutely.
an unnatural situation, and because it was so unnatural, and I was there for 10 years, so it was naturally, and it was natural for me to come out, if that makes sense.
I'm passing my 18th year in banking, so God
Inshallah.
help me. So, coming back to Shekor.
Ji.
So, you have tried your one as well, and also the Sillet. So, when you're creating Ashar,
Yeah.
what was in your mind? Like, okay, is Abedin Bhai guided you, or it is your like, yes, that's how I want it. That's what I pictured when I think about Ashar in Bangladesh.
Really and truly, with regards to Shekor, it was a lot of brainstorming. We brainstormed a lot, and then we started from a basic first of all. And the basic was a flower, which was kadam.
Kadam.
Yeah,
Right.
and kadam, I have very vague memory of Kadam. I had a very vague memory of Kadam. So I had to invest. We had to invest into a small amount of actual Kadam essential oil from a good supplier, and from there I recreated an accord, quite an accurate accord of the Kadam flower, and basically from there, we said us to Alamin that right, okay, this of course this flower is only found in the rainy season. Why don't we create something that smells literally like the rainy season? Bangladesh, come on, it rains here nearly, not half the
Monsoon.
year, 75% of the year. So why not do something around the rain? And that's how it literally came about.
And what's the best part? When you arrived in Bangladesh, it was raining.
And suddenly, right now, it's dry. I haven't seen rain. Actually, it did rain this afternoon, but yeah.
For a very little time, yeah. So I got to know that your three outstanding creation are about to come out. It's basically four, right?
Yes.
So yes, I just tried all of them, and I don't know which one to start first. These are all so good, so
Thank you.
brilliant. So I just want to know that we are in Bangladesh, and these stuffs are really difficult for us to get. So how you can help us to get this? Because these are something we should have in our collection. These are so masterpieces, classy
Thank you.
things.
Alamin Bhai is here.
Right.
So, inshallah, he will.
Olfactory club.
Yeah, so you have Olfactory Club. So, inshallah, we will work something out, Right now, at this present moment, because for this first release, we only made a few bottles, and after we sell those out, we're going to do a round two. Yeah.
Okay.
So in terms of the round two, we'll make it a lot more sustainable than it is right now. So yeah, so these limited bottles, we'll try to work something out regards to Olfactory Club.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
And then go from there. But there will be a lot more, let's say hopefully inshallah in the second round. Because the amount of bottles I have is so limited right now.
Okay, got it. So out of the three, I know you created all these three, as these three are in front, so that's why I'm talking about this 3. So if I ask you which is your favorite, which one will it be? Because I picked my favorite out of the 3, so I want to know.
I can't take all the credit because I have to give credit where it's due. None of this would have been possible without Christian Carbonell.
All right.
So Carbonell, Christian has been one of the greatest help, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to work, with him, and I'm blessed. In terms of my favorite, Joyeux. Definitely Joyeux. Joyeux is I've been wearing it's my signature. It used to be Phoebes, but then I finalized the formula for Joyeux and I was like, damn, okay, this is a sexy barbershop, manly.
Yeah.
Actually, a woman
Very,
can
very.
wear it, but but for me, this is like something quintessentially masculine about it, and it's very classic.
And I have just sniffed it, and what I feel in our country, our weather, this will go so good. This will work like magic. The more heat, it will explode.
I mean, all four should be okay in
Our country,
in the
our
Bengali
weather,
climate. Bengali climate, it is swa as well. It will be like a very creamy, spicy affair. So yeah, I say to you, try and buy whatever
Absolutely.
suits your mood.
So my favorite out of the four is Riswar. So what I did, I applied that on the pre-launching date in my this hand, and I didn't take shower. I kept it till the morning, and still it was there. And the transition, the transformation is so amazing. So we are almost at the last part of the what I can. It's not an interview. It's just an experience that I. So
Yeah.
ওইটাতে আসবো একটু পর.
I was thinking, hold on, you went from Shekor straight to that.
So
Antonio is
না,
really gonna like me, isn't he?
প্রথমে হচ্ছে কি আগে ভাইয়ার ক্রিয়েশন গুলো শেষ
Antonio,
করি.
don't blame me.
না আমি এডিট করে এটা আগে নিয়ে আসবো.
আরে গোলাম তোরে দাড়ি ধরে টান দিয়ে নিয়ে আসবো next year.
Subtitle দিয়ে দিব. So
Yeah.
regarding Shekor, you know that you absolutely know that one of the other perfume is Sillet.
Yeah.
So where is the Sillet? It is Asher. It is the Sillet. Yes, this is the sample copy of Sillet. So regarding Sillet,
Yeah.
you have tried it, right?
Of course.
So if you were to ask creating Sillet, what was your thoughts or what is in your mind?
To be honest, both of us had a creative input. Not even both of us, all three of us, because Alamin was involved there as well, and also you have Abdullah Bay as well. But when it came to the creative process of the actual sprays itself, it was me, Alamin Bay, Antonio, and Alamin Bay. So for example, when Ashar was created, I had Alamin and Antonio breathing down my neck. No, I'm joking. They didn't breathe down my neck. They were also, giving me feedback. Right? Can we tune this? Can we take this down? Can we increase something up? And for accordingly. So when it came to Sillet, that was that is what I did with Antonio. And in addition to that, because Antonio hasn't been to Sillet. He doesn't know Sillet very well. Well, not very well. He doesn't know Sillet at all. So it was my job and Alamin's job to guide him, direct him into the right way in terms of the direction he's going with the composition.
With the notes, yeah. Excellent. So Shekor is coming up with another release 1971, right?
Yeah, inshallah.
So inshallah, all the best to Shekor, and I hope this brand become very international. Everybody come to know about this because two great perfumer created this perfume. So Sultan Bhai, thank you so much for the
You're
time. So I would like to ask my last two questions.
There's
One
two
is
more.
Yeah, two more. Yeah. One is, what was your favorite designer perfume?
Okay.
So
In terms of favorite designer perfume, Lyric Man by Amouage.
oh right.
Yeah, Lyric Man, and also the Amouage Atars. The Amouage Atars had a significant influence in terms of my life. So, for example, when the original homage and the original tribute came out, I fell so madly, deeply in love with them. With the little money that I made from that Ponzi bank job, I bought 3 30ml bottles using my entire wages, to my wife's dismay, because that was my rent money. And then, I, like a zombie, I want to tell the whole world I bought these 3 bottles of Amouage Atars. They were amazing. It was homage, it was tribute, and asrar. I'll never forget. And I was like, right, okay, I need to talk about this. This stuff is crazy. Where do I talk about this? Oh, there's this website called Base Notes, And then I was like, right, okay, I had to put in the username and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, what username do I create? Sultan, what? And then the Pasha bit came up, and and that's how it started. I put down Sultan Pasha, and I wrote down, God damn, these three are amazing, amazing marshals. They're such amazing. Oh, everybody should smell it. This is what Perfumery is about. It's blah blah blah, or something like that. This was, I think, 2009 or 2010. I can't remember precisely. And that is, since then, that name stuck. So when you ask me about one of my favorite things in terms of Perfumery, Amouage, the Amouage Ataz,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, Amouage lyric, men. In terms of classical, Jedi, of course, Mitsuko, all the Galans, also Lucelilon, you know, amazing.
Thank you. So,
worries.
just one last question: what will be your suggestion for the youngsters who wants to be a perfumer, especially living in Bangladesh, because getting the materials is quite difficult. So, just your suggestions.
Be patient. Number one. Number two is, so sabr is key. Sabr is key. Number two is, remember that thing said to you before. When it comes to perfumery or anything that you wish to learn, look at it like a toddler. You learn the word first, then you learn how to spell the word afterwards. Yeah. So,
Patience.
Rose, Rose. Jasmine, Jasmine. You learn how to spell later on, and learn how to spell very, very well. And also you have olfactory club, because you have Alamin here, who I am encouraging to get these special ingredients, pure rose oils, pure jasmine, actual real sandalwood oil. So be it Spicatum or the album, for everyone to try and experience, and to maybe purchase small amount sample, small sample of. You only need less than 1 or 2 drops in a sample vial for you to train your nose and understand what profile smells like. You don't need a 3 ml bottle, so from those little drops you can, inshallah, take yourself to God knows where. Yeah?
Thank you so much. That
Anytime.
is such an amazing suggestions, and thank you so much for giving time to Perfumology.
Anytime.
So, any words for the viewers of this group, the channel?
Thank you for having me, and for having the patience to listen to me babbling.
Right.
And yeah, just very blessed to be here in Bangladesh, and with Alamin, Ashfaq Bhai, Wasif Bhai, and everybody else. So thank you.
Thank you so much. So that's all for today, and I am Raihan Sultan with Sultan Pasha.
Also, thanks to Ryan. Sorry, I forgot his name. Then I just suddenly remembered. Thank you for saying your name.
Right. So
Edit that part out, please.
no problem. So in most of my videos, I use 2 lines. That is, keep loving perfumology and keep smelling good. So I'll be very happy if you just say
What do you want to say?
it's keep loving perfumology.
Perfumery.
Perfumology.
Keep smelling good.
Keep smelling good.
Okay. All right, viewers. Keep loving perfumology and keep smelling good.
Take care.
There you go.
Bye bye. Of course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my God.